All right, what do you got?
All right. So I just got a real brief update on the Madison Cawthorn situation. So we talked a few months ago when he claimed that his colleagues were trying to invite him to orgies. So he was caught trying to bring a loaded gun through airport security, which is the second time he's done this exact thing, the first time being last year. Uh, Sounds like he's having, a real normal one.
Yeah, so I
He's a
think this
little he's
is
a little off his rocker, it seems like.
well, again, this comes down to what I was saying about the Supreme Court in the earlier segment. It's like
Yeah.
if you're caught taking a gun into a place you're not allowed to take a gun multiple times, should you still be a gun owner? I
Right.
mean,
Well, what
I
happened was he
mean,
was fined, and that's all, which is
okay, well, I
crazy to
guess
me.
maybe that's what the law is. I mean, I can't argue
Yeah.
with that, I guess, if that's the way it is. But I'll take this on to the next one and say, should you really be elected to Congress if you can't follow the rules that you've been sent to Congress to try to create and maintain?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not saying that you're not allowed to make any mistakes, but it seems like taking a gun someplace you're not supposed to is that's like a big one. That's
Right,
not like
because this is
oh, I'm
wild
sorry,
to
I didn't
me.
know I
Yeah.
could smoke on this street corner. This is like I took a loaded weapon into a school zone or something. This
Right,
is
because
ridiculous.
I'm always like, when you go through airport security, like I flew to Reading a while ago, and like, they are so strict. They are so like, we are ready to beat you to death kind of thing. Like, if they had found a gun in my luggage, I would have gone to Guantanamo. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
It,
it.
well, it's weird the standards that we and so when I say that it should disqualify, for the audience to make it clear, I don't mean like disqualify like it should be illegal. I mean like
Right.
it should disqualify you like we're all now that one's too stupid.
Right. His voters should be looking at that and be like, oh,
Right. And I'm not
with
saying this just for him because he's the Republican guy with the gun. I feel that obviously said that about liberal justices too. It's like, if you
yeah.
can't play the grown-up game, you don't get to play the grown-up game. It's like you're gonna have to
Yeah.
get out of here. Gun's not a
Uh,
toy. Every grown-up knows that a gun's not a toy. And you have like the government pays people to assist you with stuff. Ask one of them to hold it. I don't
right.
know.
Yeah.
That's just off the top of my head. I'm sure I could come up with other ways to have this not happen too.
Right. Yeah. Like I just don't know what's going on here. I don't know how you do this twice. It seems like it'd be embarrassing enough the first time. But look, I'm also not a gun owner, so I don't know like what the logistics are of traveling with a gun. But I'll bet most gun owners who are listening is like, yeah, that's never happened to me because I'm not a moron.
Of course it hasn't. I've shot a fair
Right.
amount of guns, and the first thing everybody notices when they pick up a gun is that thing is heavy. There's no
Yeah,
not
gotcha.
knowing you got that thing on you.
Oh well,
What
he
did he
didn't have it
whittle
on you.
this thing out of soap? It was a gun.
I don't think he had it on him. I think it was like in his carry-on kind of thing. I think it was like
Okay.
it went
Okay.
through
Well,
the
then I'll let him
X-ray.
off the last one,
But
unless he
like,
made it from soap, at which point I'm impressed.
yeah,
But no,
I don't know, man.
I'm just constantly amazed that people are, and I feel the need to point this out over and over that it's not just the right that I'm saying this on, because I've listened to conservative radio for years, and they've always been ornery and after the left and so on and so forth. But in the past couple of years, that's like literally the only topic on discussion on every show is look what these people did and how stupid they are. So I don't want to seem like I'm saying that to Madison Cawthorn because he's a Republican. I'm saying it to him because he's stupid. And that was so stupid. And every Republican probably agrees with that, whether they're willing to say it out loud or not. Sorry, continue.
Yeah. Well, on the plus side, it doesn't seem like he's the most popular Republican, like with his colleagues and stuff these days, anyway.
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are? to assist the Ukrainians in beating off the Russian.